So, it's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What's the date today?
The 26th of August.
Sunday the 26th of August. And we've got some news. So yesterday I was out with my friends playing Cards Against Humanity because it's a good game. And I was losing miserably. And the friends I was with, one of them gets a call. And it's Shelley calling me to ask me what car I'm in. And I'm like, car? What do you mean? I'm in your car. And then you said,
Oh, your car's gone.
my car's been stolen. So I couldn't remember what the license plate was, the registration number. So we were going through emails trying to find out what it was before we called the cops. And then I was like, well, the cops obviously are going to have it anyway, so let's just call them. So I come home after I've had a call to cops, which took about 15 minutes, I guess. And Shelley tells me that our brother-in-law's seen a
Facebook post.
Facebook post, yeah.
Basically, our local gastro pub up in Birkenhead called The Good Home was robbed at gunpoint by a couple of masked gentlemen. I won't call them gentlemen.
Masked men.
Masked men. And our car was used as
The getaway vehicle. So, I don't want it back now, unfortunately. It's a good car. She doesn't like it. It's a good car. It's a good car.
Yep, great car.
Would you like me to get another one?
Yes.
And now would you like me to get another one?
Even more so, yes.
I want to get a new car too. But yeah, it's really quite weird seeing your car as a getaway vehicle.
Even just knowing that it's stolen and someone else driving it is a bit weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, them knowing it was involved in a gutless act like that just kind of, yeah, we don't want it back, pretty much.
It's been found. The police have called me and let me know it's been found. They're fingerprinting it, trying to see if there's any evidence in there. And they've told me that the ignition barrel is pretty much destroyed. There's probably a few other bits and pieces that aren't correct. There was 2 car seats in it, which if they're telling me there's 5 people, the car seats obviously aren't there, and my car couldn't have coped with 5 people in it. It struggles with 3 people, like it's always scraping at the back end, and so I'm guessing there's going to be some more damage, but yeah, good times.
Yeah, not a very good end to a weekend. Finding your car's been...
Start to the weekend it happened.
Well, Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah. Have you read the post about it? Because we've had issues with
like journalists.
We've had a few issues with journalists in the past with other things that have happened. So we're very reluctant with what we wanted to get, information we wanted to give out. And I did speak to one of them, and I didn't really say too much because I didn't know too much.
We also don't want to interfere with any ongoing police investigation.
No.
Either.
But did you read the article?
I think I read bits of it.
Do you want to read it?
Yeah, so just this is on a local journalist site here called stuff.co.nz, and it's an article on the robbery that happened last night, and it basically just says patrons bashed, shots fired during robbery at Auckland Gastro Pub. So a man who believes his car was used in the robbery of an Auckland pub says he doesn't want it back, and if it's confirmed, it was involved. It says 2 people were assaulted and gunshots were fired during the armed robbery of the Good Home bar in Birkenhead about 9:45 p.m. on Saturday. So that's about the time that I actually arrived home to find the car missing. I got home about 10 to 10. And so during the robbery, shots were fired into the air, and 2 patrons who attempted to intervene were assaulted, and a police spokeswoman said. One of the patrons received a minor injury to their head. The bar was full of people at the time, the spokeswoman said. At the time, there was an All Blacks versus Australia rugby game that just happened, so the pub was very full. The robbers took cash from the bar, then fled in a white Subaru, which is Shane's car, which was later recovered by police in nearby Rosebery Ave. Shane, who lives in nearby Beach Haven, said his white Subaru was stolen between 7pm and 10pm on Saturday. He was visiting a friend and his wife went to watch the All Blacks play Australia at the time. We'd literally just found out it had been stolen. Then my brother-in-law jumped on the internet and saw the news of the robbery on Facebook and saw there was a white Subaru used in the robbery. Wobbly. Sorry, I've had a few ones. It doesn't make you want it back, Shane said. The article continues to say, said he received a call from police saying his car was used in a crime on Saturday night and was being fingerprinted. He said the car could also be identified by its silver wing mirrors, black mag wheels and silver spoiler. Trust Deputy Chairman Shane Prince said staff were willing to return to work after the brazen robbery and some had taken up offers of counselling. Last night it wasn't just a bar that was robbed, it was the community.
I think that's a good point too, because it's not something that happens very often around us, and as a community I think...
We're a very small community.
Yeah, but it hits really close to home. Like it was my car that was used.
And like the article said, the bar is owned by a local Birkenhead licensing trust, so they give a lot back to the public and into the community.
We go there quite a bit. They do good quiz nights, and we're actually, when I was at my mate's house yesterday, we were talking about going there and going to some of their quiz nights again. So, it feels too close to home for me, and I'm not happy. Definitely not happy, but it's a little scary at the same time. Well, what I think is also weird is where we live. The area is not really. There's no through traffic. You come here because you're coming here. So they've either come here looking for a car to take, or they live local. And either way, it's not ideal.
Yeah, it's a bit too close to home. Yeah.
Well, we also heard that the guy that was hit in the head with the butt of a gun, he's doing okay, which is good.
Yeah. A patron also had a gun held to their head as he tried to intervene, and there's been reports saying that one of the gunmen had said, "Just get on the ground or I'll shoot you." So I mean that's pretty scary in itself. There were about 40 patrons left in the bar after the game had finished. A lot had dispersed already, but the bar was still quite busy at the time.
Yeah, so, we knew some people that were in there too.
Yeah, really scary. Yeah.
So I guess now it's we've got to wait until the police have finished doing the investigation, and then I'll have a look at the damage that's done if I get it back, and start looking for a new car, I guess.
A grown up car.
A grown up car, yeah. It means I'm growing up though. I don't want to grow up. Oh, goodbye Rex.
Yeah, bye Rexy.
I guess it's a bit.
Yeah.